Hello friends, it's Misty from the Joyful Elf. Okay, I'm not going to talk in an accent. I thought I would try talking in an accent. It just didn't work out. Just kidding. Anyway, so today is Tuesday. It's April 14th, VEDA Day 14. If you're keeping up, I am posting a video every day in April. And today we're going to talk about how I store my paper. I actually had someone ask this on a comment on yesterday's video, so I thought I would do a video. So oh, don't you hate when people say I'll probably say it a million times and I apologize. So this is not my invention. This way of paper storage is actually the Jennifer McGuire way of how she stores her paper, and I thought it was a fantastic idea. And that's what's so great about this community, is that you can get so many different storage ideas just from your crafty favorite YouTubers. So she uses job tickets, ticket holders, pockets. This is what they're called. I picked up mine from Office Depot. They are the Office Depot brand. They measured 9 by 12, and I have a couple out of the package. They have this pocket on top. So these are meant for like automotive, like auto places. You see them, they have your keys and stuff in them. So what I did and what she recommended was I just used my paper cutter and I just trimmed that off. This is very thin plastic. It's not gonna do anything. It may dull your blade a little bit, but it's not gonna damage your trimmer. So they're kind of expensive. I wanna say a package 10 was like 10 bucks, but they are sturdy and they should last you. I've had mine in this since probably September, and I haven't had any of them tear or have had any issues. So I just pulled out some of my settles because that's the one I grabbed. So I store my full sheets of cardstock plus all my scraps go into this holder. Now I only have one side labeled. I know Jennifer labels two sides, but I have a shelf right beside me, and I'm gonna try to shoot some pictures. Maybe. It is a hot mess, so maybe not, but one of these days you will see it. There's an Expedit to my right, and I have them on the top shelf. So, and I even store the Designer Series paper, the big background stacks, the big stacks that come with all the colors in that color family. I store those pieces in here as well. And you can see that, let me pull this one. This is my Real Red, and you can see I have a ton of scraps. And what I do when I'm crafting is I'll go through here, I'll pull my scraps out, see if any of them will work. And if they do, I'll use the scraps. And if not, then I have my full cardstock sheets behind it. Now, I don't have 12 by 12 paper. I haven't had a need for that yet. It is something that I'm gonna plan on investing in moving forward, especially after the new catalog launch, because there are some times I wanna make a 3D project and I need a 12 by 12 sheet of paper and I just don't have any. I'm normally a card maker. You guys know that. That's basically all you see from me. I'm not huge on making 3D projects, but for like my teacher gifts or something like that, I like to do some homemade things. So all of these get stored in this, and hopefully this will fit on camera. This was a storage container that I picked up from Oriental Trading. And unfortunately, they don't carry them anymore. And I think Cropper Hopper, does that sound familiar to anybody? I think they used to carry it. But what I had to do was I bought, you can kind of tell that I've gotten a hold of it because look how uneven that is. But I had to cut a couple of inches off the top, and I just set this on my shelf, and I can actually fit 4. So I have all of the standard color families on my shelf. And so I have brights, neutrals, subtles, and regals. And then I actually have my in colors on a separate shelf just because 5 wouldn't fit. And those colors change so often, you know, every year we're getting a new set of colors. So I wanted it on a different shelf. It just made sense to me to have the core families together. So that's how I store my 8.5 by 11 along with the scraps. Now, you guys are gonna laugh at me when you see how I store my 12 by 12 papers. Now, the Designer Series paper stacks, those are in another copper hopper thing. So this is how I'm storing my patterned paper. Oh, and I really need a new way, but this is gonna have to do for now. So what I've done is, and this actually needs to be cleaned out, I keep all the current cardstock or current DSP in this right now. This is how I'm doing it right now. So they're all in here together. And like I said, I think there's some celebration paper in here, so I need to pull it out. But going forward, I want one of these for every DSP suite that I end up purchasing. I've decided that I'm not going to purchase every single one going forward. I kind of did that for the occasions. It was my very first catalog launch and I wanted everything. And I had been saving up for everything, but I am finding that I'm not really using it. And to me, that kind of defeats the purpose. I want it to be usable and something that I know that I'll reach for. So let me show you. Oh my goodness. My crafting desk is a mess. That's the only downside to trying to film a video for every day for an entire month, is I just don't have time to put anything away. So here's my something borrowed DSP, and it just slides. It slides right in. And for me to know what I'm using, I keep a catalog, an annual catalog, and an occasions catalog right in front of me. So if I don't remember what a paper stack is called, I can look it up. So that's how I'm storing my Designer Series paper and my 8.5 by 11 cardstock. And this just fits on the shelf. The way I store my 6 by 6 paper pads is in a shoebox. This is a shoebox. I just got a bunch of these from, I believe I got a set from Costco. But I store all of my pattern papers in, that's backwards, Misty, a quart size bag. And the reason why I do that is because I'm very much the type of person who wants my scraps and my whole pieces together. I don't want to have to go searching in different places. So as you can see, this was from Festive Friday on Friday. I used this paper, so I didn't use an entire sheet, so I threw it in here. Let's see another one that's like that. Oh, does this have scraps? No. Like this one, 'Tis the Season. You know, I keep the scraps in there. This one's from Little Yellow Bicycle. I keep the scraps in there. That way I can just come through. I just leaf through this. Put this in the back. And this is only Christmas. I keep the Christmas paper pads separate from the regular paper pads. So, and then this, I used to have a whole lot of more. I used to have 2 of these that were Christmas and 2 of these that were just normal everyday pattern paper. And I did a huge purge last kind of fall-ish because there are some things that I wanted. I wanted a tripod, I wanted a camera, you know, I wanted to work on getting a computer so I could do editing. So I did a huge purge. So that's kind of my tip for you today. Go through your paper and decide what you love. Like which one, if you were to shop today, what would you buy? And anything that's not catching your eye right away, put it in a pile and sell it. And there's a group called Scrapbook Deals. There's all sorts of resale groups on Facebook, either, you know, in your city or that's geared towards scrapbooking, etc. Most of mine were new, so I priced them at new. And You know, sometimes they sold, sometimes they didn't, and I had to negotiate on price, but I was able to purchase the things for my craft room that I wanted by selling selling some of the stuff I'd been hoarding. Now, I've told you before, like, I am notorious for buying two. Like, I have two of these. That 'tis the season. I have two of those. I had four. No, I just have one. I had four. 3, 4, 2. I don't remember. There's a My Mind's Eye. Where's that one? With this one. I had 8 of this paper pad. I was like, oh, because I got it in my head that if I was going to do card sets, all of the paper had to match. But that's not necessarily true. So, yeah, I have a problem. I admit it. Pattern paper. I love pattern paper. I think I love pattern paper more than I love stamps, and I love stamps. So, guys, I hope that helped you out. Oh, this goes on the exhibit shelf, and it sits like this. And I keep the regular paper on one side, and I keep this on the other. 2 will fit that way. And depending on what video I'm filming, I'll pull one of these out and get to work on it. So let me show you the label maker I have. It's actually still in the box, or I store it in the box. So this is the one. It's so pretty. I want to give you a heads up. I think we bought this for 10 bucks at Office Depot. They put, and it's normally like $39 or $29. I don't remember, but they put these on sale all the time. So keep a lookout. Jennifer McGuire has a great video on how to decrease the space so you're not using as much tape. So you can, but you don't have to use a label maker like this. You can, you know, purchase mailing labels and use those. You can print them straight from your computer. Use any font that you want to. You can use washi tape. You can use regular tape. You can just use alcohol markers like the Sharpie and write on it. Whatever you need to do for you. You don't always have to spend a lot of money on storage to make it work for you. I mean, that shoebox probably cost me $1, and those, a quart-sized Ziploc bag, I bought a whole box of them from Walmart, the Walmart brand, was probably less than $2. So do what works for you. That's my biggest advice. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, you probably saw a word pop up on the screen. Keep track of those. At the end of the month, I'm gonna have a big giveaway. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment box, comment section, whatever it's called, below. Links to what I will can link to. So I'll try to link to the label maker. I'll try to link to the job tickets. I know I can't link to those plastic containers because Oriental Training doesn't carry them anymore. I would like at least one more set. And I can't link to the other thing, but you can pick those up at Michael's, those big plastic envelopes, and a lot of times they have them on sale and they're like $1. Really, really cheap. And you can always get the colors you want, but you can normally find them. So yeah, guys, that's it. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, all those things. Don't forget to follow me on social media. I'm at Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram. I've been posting a picture every day, every single day. It's my business and my personal account. I really should have separate accounts, but I don't post enough pictures on my personal account for nothing. That's why I don't scrapbook. So I'm sure my friends were like, whoa. Wow. So, yeah, thanks so much. If you made it this far, I appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow for another Watch Me Wednesday. Bye now.